The 8th episode of Gachiakuta, titled Moving Forward, was released on Sunday, August 31, 2025. The main focus of the episode was the aftermath of the Raiders event. The episode confirmed Rudo's talent and its purpose, so concentrate on him and his abilities. In addition, the events of episode 8 of Gachiakuta showed what happened to Griss. Similarly, the episode featured new cleaners who interacted with Rudo in intriguing ways. Chiefly, the episode saw the debut of Arkha Corvus, the cleaner's boss, who gave Rudo helpful information about his comeback. Following up on the previous chapter, the 8th episode of Gachiakuta begins with Rudo looking depressed while sitting outside the cleaner's headquarters. And Jean joins him in congratulating Rudo for at last being able to demonstrate the capabilities of his vital instrument. But Rudo claims he was unable to assist Griss. And Jean then brings up the fact that Griss was willing to risk his life in order to support Rudo. And Jean then instructs Rudo to stand up and pay his respects to Griss. Griss appears to be in good health as Rudo approaches the building. Griss compliments him for unlocking his talents. Griss's survival seems unbelievable to Rudo. In episode 8 of Gachiakuta, and Jean and the others come to the realization that Rudo had believed Griss to be dead, which is why he had been so sad earlier. When they attempt to console Rudo, he becomes enraged. At this point, a woman next to Jean identifies herself as Aisha Stilza, the sole healer at the Cleaners HQ. The story for Gachiakuta episode 8 then turns its attention to Griss, who expresses his gratitude to Stilza for rescuing him. The supporter later informs Follow that he won't be able to be a giver if he keeps being impatient. After this, Griss recognized Rudo's attempts to bring their adversary under control. Another cleaner arrives as they get into the specifics of their conversation. The boss of the Cleaners HQ, Arkha Corvus, is introduced in the 8th installment of Gachiakuta. Since Rudo has already seen the advantage of the cleans, Arkha believes that he will be a great addition to the team. At that point, Rudo is formally welcomed to the Cleaners by Arkha Corvus. Corvus and Rudo discuss the border in his office later. In Gachiakuta episode 8, it is said that the boundary between the sphere and the ground is there, and that anybody who attempts to cross it is certain to perish. Right now, Corvus remembers a tale about a woman in the no man's land, which is thought to be the closest to the border. This enigmatic woman has seen someone crossing the borders several times without dying, according to Corvus. Therefore, Rudo's main focus is on locating the woman, who may have information about how to get back to the sphere. Corvus also wants to know how Rudo made it through. Rudo is willing to take the risk of going to the Forbidden Zone or No Man's Land if it provides him with any answers. At that moment, Jean enters Arkha Corvus's office and notices Rudo wearing the cleaner's attire. He notes that Rudo looks good in the uniform. The story then switches back 6 hours in the 8th episode of Gachiakuta, where Follow is practically pleading with Rudo not to go and see the woman of the Forbidden Zone. Because the woman could know how to get back to the sphere, Rudo claims that he has to leave. Then, Jean tells Rudo that it's a death wish to go there without knowing the extent of his abilities or being ready. Jean believes that before anything else, they should be aware of the limitations of Rudo's talent in episode 8 of Gachiakuta. Rudo now asks Jean if he will join him. Jean says he will go since it helps him understand the various types of trash beasts. Out of nowhere, Rudo brings up the subject of the Raiders throughout their conversation. He questions Jean about how Raiders, who are inherently wicked, may be givers. According to Jean, one's nature is irrelevant to becoming a giver as long as one is able to value something. Rudo later experiences a strong desire to visit various bits of garbage in his room. Ryo abruptly kicks open the door at this point and invites him to take a tour of the headquarters. Ryo then takes Rudo on a tour of the HQ in episode 8 of Gachiakuta, showing him the training room, the restroom, and the dining area. Ryo inquires of Rudo about his experience living in the sphere and the sorts of meals he used to consume. Rudo remembers his desire for sweets, which only the wealthy could afford. But Ryo reassures him that there are also sweets on the ground. Ryo then presents Rudo with a selection of delectable candies. As he munches one sweet after another, a cleaner gives Rudo an intimidating glance at the dinner table. Therefore, he gives the cleaner some candies with reluctance. But ingesting too many sweets at once makes Rudo bloated. The following day, Rudo attempts to turn a knife into a weapon while practicing with Anjin, Zanka, and Ryo. If it doesn't work, Zanka assumes Rudo's abilities must be something else altogether. He speculates that trash or broken items might trigger Rudo's abilities. Therefore, Zanka instructs Rudo to select something from a heap of garbage. He can immediately turn anything he picks up into a weapon. Rudo's abilities are based on getting the most out of things, as stated in episode 8 of Gachiakuta. When he has used them, or the item has fulfilled its purpose, it no longer exists. Ryo, on the other hand, inquires to Rudo about his gloves and their relationship to the series. Sadly, Rudo is ignorant of the series. But they are certain that if it belongs to a series, there must be other similar things as well. The raiders eventually make their way back to their base after their bittersweet encounter with the task involving Rudo. In episode 8 of Gachiakuta, the raiders approach their captain and use a number of terms, such as the Watchman series and Rudo. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned in this channel for latest upcoming updates on this series. And add a bookmark in this channel for further upcoming updates on movies, anime, and web series. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share our channel. And for latest updates, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.